Wa fam.
Wad fam chok son.
Wad fam son. Well, I'm here at Wits End at Kids Radio in the sound studio, where if you came and visit, you would get to actually do a real live radio program. But I'm here with the producer of Adventures in Odyssey, Nathan Hubler. Nathan, thank you so much for taking the time today.
Well, thank you.
It's been a couple of years since we've been together. Nathan Hubler is one of the featured authors on Here to Help Learning's Write a Book project. So if you haven't seen that, get in on that. But catch us up on what is happening in Adventures in Odyssey.
Well, we've got, story-wise, we've got a lot going on. There are some story arcs that people have been waiting for quite some time, involving a couple of our characters, with Wooten and Penny in particular, that people have been waiting for some time, that are finally coming to fruition in
We're seeing that relationship develop.
Yes, indeed. And where that's heading, we actually don't want to give too much away, but we recorded I'd say a monumental episode in their relationship just a few weeks ago, and actually we just finished putting the voice tracks together for that, and so that'll be coming out this fall, and I think that people are going to be really excited about what happens this fall between Wooten and Penny.
That's exciting. I know as a family, we are on the edge of our seat, so I won't ask you any more questions about it because I'm really dying to know, but tell us also about, I know last we talked, the Adventures in Odyssey, the membership club had just started. Tell us how that has progressed. I know we are members, and boys and girls, if you have not gotten your membership to Adventures in Odyssey, you really want to do that. So catch us up on that.
Well, we're recording episodes now for the 4th year of Odyssey Adventure Club, so it's hard to believe it's been going for that long. The 3rd year is currently releasing in the club now, the 3rd year of episodes, and some really intense stories that we're doing right now. We're doing a partnership with an organization called Open Doors that goes into some troubled areas around the world, and so those are some pretty intense episodes, but interspersed with those we also have some really fun episodes. If people don't know what the Odyssey Adventure Club is,
how do we get connected?
Well, the Odyssey Adventure Club started out of a couple of different things. One of them was we're in a new era for people listening and consuming media, and they wanted new ways to listen to Odyssey, and so for lack of a better term, you might call the Odyssey Adventure Club Netflix meets Compassion Child sponsorship, meets magazine subscription, because people wanted to be able to listen to Odyssey whenever they want and wherever they want and any time. And so we created a way that they can listen to all the episodes anytime on their computer or their smartphone. And in addition to that, when they become members of this club, a portion of their membership goes to these different organizations that we form alliances with, and we actually do specific episodes about what their organizations do. And so not only are they getting lots of Odyssey episodes, they're also learning about other organizations that are doing God's work around the world and learning how they are doing that. And so we're doing specific Odyssey episodes about, say, Compassion International, or this organization I mentioned, Open Doors, or Operation Christmas Child, or we're doing some organizations that you've probably heard of, and then some that are a lot smaller that you haven't heard of, and so you'll become aware of through these episodes.
That is amazing. Now, I just got my knowledge nugget for the day. Knowledge nuggets are those things we haven't learned before. And I honestly didn't know that a portion of my membership goes to these organizations. I mean, that's an amazing win-win.
Yeah, so far each year we've formed alliances with 4 different organizations, and so each year those 4 organizations are supported financially, partially through the Odyssey Adventure Club.
And when you say all the Adventures in Odyssey episodes, we're talking 30 years of episodes.
So we actually just this last year recorded episode 800. So on the Odyssey Adventure Club you can access 800 plus episodes.
Oh my goodness. And they're filled with great biblical stories and just great life applications. I know as a mom I've learned so much about it. So Any sneak peeks for, just a little bit over that horizon? What's coming? You guys are a writing machine, right? Creating stories. So what's on the edge that we could look forward to?
There are a couple of things. I mean, stories that have continued to develop. One thing that's really interesting for me in some shows that are coming up is that we have a couple of characters, Connie and Eugene, who have been foundational to Odyssey from virtually the very beginning. And now both of them in these upcoming episodes are in more parent-type roles to children who have some of their attributes that they had when they first came to Odyssey. And so Connie has become in this parent role to her half-sister Jules, who has a lot of attributes that Connie had when she first came to Odyssey. And Eugene has become the foster parent to Buck, who is not like Eugene, at least in his personality, but in his aversion to faith. He is a lot like Eugene was when he first showed up. So it's really interesting, and I don't know that I had quite realized until some episodes that we're recording here soon. I don't know that I had quite realized, boy, we've put them both in these positions where now they're having to be kind of like Whit was when they first showed up, that they have to be the Christian, godly parent role in these kids' lives. And so that's going to play out for years to come. And
that's awesome, because that's exactly what plays out in real life. As parents, the things that we need to impart to our children are usually the things that we struggled with, and so that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I am so excited for Adventures in Odyssey. One more question, though.
Sure.
How can we, as a community, pray for Adventures in Odyssey? What's your number one prayer request?
Well, I'd say that our number one prayer request probably has always been for godly inspiration, for whatever he wants to say through the show. The show isn't ours, so the show is his. And so what does he want us to write? What does he want us to address in terms of themes? And I'd say that would be our prayer request, is for inspiration and for guidance as we continue to produce the show.
Excellent. Well, we will join you in that prayer. And Lord bless you guys. Lord bless you on your ministry. Thank you, Nathan.
I appreciate you guys.
Hi, we're just about to leave the Denver area, and look who I found. Brock Eastman. He is an author of the series Quest for Truth series.
Yes.
And tell us about your books and how we can get them.
Okay, so the Quest for Truth is going to be 5 books. Right now there's just 4. Do you like them? Taken, Risk, Unleash, and Tangle. And they are about 4 kids that travel the galaxy trying to resave their parents who've been captured by the evil Ooble. Now, it's a space adventure.
By the who?
The evil Ooble.
And they have to rescue their parents. Now, that's not a normal thing that kids have to do.
No, exactly. It throws them into a completely different world they're not expecting. They were just kids going to school before that. And all of a sudden their parents are gone, and they've got to save them. And they literally have to travel across the galaxy. Can you imagine traveling across the galaxy to save your parents?
I have a hard time with the GPS trying to get across the United States, so...
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Where can we get these books?
Okay,
where can these kids get these books?
Yes, you can find the books on your local retailer, online, or at brockeastman.com. I'll give you a signed copy if you order there.
Whoa, signed copy. And I also know that you speak, and you go around the country and speak. So if anybody wants to hear Brock Eastman, you're in for a treat. So go ahead. Yes! So go ahead and you can email him at his website.
Yeah, the questfortruthbooks@gmail.com is just fine.
Excellent. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Learning.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come. Oh my gosh, guys. Really?
Hey!
Really, guys?
You cheated!
I cheated.
You were
I
peeking!
cheated.
You were
I was
peeking!
peeking.
There's
I
no
was
way
not
you could have found me that fast!
You guys are
There's
still
no way!
at hiding. You do too. The legs sticking out.
I don't think this is gonna work.